it kind of pigeonholes you into towers, doesn't it? And your opponent knows what strat you're going for.
Sleeper as well. And yeah, I think we get to go that the game is up. So, Mr. Dave, we will jump into the third round of 16 game. And indeed, interesting. We will see a lot of archers in this one.
Just hopping into the game. Oh, Vietnamese versus Mayans. Interesting matchup here. Who do you favor?
Well, it feels like Mayans might be the better pick. Obviously, it was pick number 1 against pick number 6 here. HERA in unfortunate woodline at the front as well. Villagers kind of at the other side, but once we chop over that tree, not the worst thing ever. Double archery range dropped here, that's what I told you. And we even have the wood upgrade. I think Mayans with eagles still sound very scary to me.
That's kind of the Vietnamese counter. Like, even late game, what do the Vietnamese really do against those upgraded mine eagles? And they obviously don't have that option early in the game, right?
Yeah, but lots of walls by NICOV, and he went for double eco upgrade, did add some farms. He will play it very slow. Look at that. His first archer range at 45%. HERA already has both archer ranges working.
And HERA knows he's going for the full wall. Look, NICOV is already building a defensive tower on his gold. So both players have read each other. NICOV saw the camel from HERA blocking the wall. He knows HERA knows that he's going for full wall, so he's making a defensive tower right away.
But how is he so scared? How did he know that? Interesting.
Well, the camel, man.
Yeah, but it's just like one camel blocking the house there. Is that enough intel on that level to know, okay, this guy's going super aggressive?
I think with these two players, yes. I think
boy.
so. Or you just do it as a precaution, right? It's so important to have that gold. Considering your other gold placements, they're both forward. It's very unfortunate for NICOV to have both those secondaries so far forward like that.
Okay, let's take a look. Archers now +1/+1. Skirmishes still lacking the defense upgrade here for Mr. NICOV. And, well, he isn't using his civilization advantage so much when it comes to military for now. But obviously economy will be pretty solid for Mayans.
You know, if NICOV gets this wall behind these 3 archers, that's going to be very, very nice for him. He can just kind of hunker down and then maybe delete a wall, go out and try and raid HERA's economy. And HERA is very exposed at the moment.
But, well, he sees all the army of NICOV over at the other side, so being open isn't the worst thing for now. It's just very important that he keeps up the pressure, and that's indeed what he's doing. 5 archers at the front.
Yeah, I'm really surprised NICOV, like, he spent all that time getting the one on the right down, and then he didn't finish the one on the left. I guess he wanted to bring his archer army and skirmishers back through that hole at some point. But he's going to get pressured on the wood line now. He just needs time to get his economy safe so that he can sneak a group out and try and hit HERA.
Yeah, but how is
HERA's
he doing
not giving
that?
him that time. Yeah, he's not giving him that time at all. And he's putting the second lumber camp like almost within range of the archers again.
Yeah. Surprisingly enough, KD is still 0-0 after we saw so many units dancing for so long already.
Yeah, there's tons of weak units from NICOV here, and weak units from HERA too, but HERA's just going to camp on that hill by the stone, and if you know HERA, you know that he could be extremely annoying with his micro, so he's going to keep these alive for a little bit longer and see what he can do with them. But NICOV trapping them in.
Oh god, finally getting the kills there, and has to be happy with that clear up. And, well, 3-1 KD now. HERA is moving back. Both players looking into Castle Age. HERA already clicked up 600 food, 200 gold for Mr. NICOV.
Do you remember the match in NAC 3 where Doubt picked Mayans and Lan picked Vietnamese?
You mean the Red Side Fortress game? Yes.
Yes. Yes. And the entire time... Oh, actually, I'll bring up the point after this fight. We can see HERA taking the hill.
But it's only archers.
Yeah, no skirmishers mixed in there. Pulling that weak one away at 1 HP, though. That's very nice. As I was about to say, though, as both players are going up to the Castle Age, the entire time we were watching that game, I think it was Max sitting on the couch going, why doesn't Doubt just make eagles? they kill everything Vietnamese has. Like, why no eagles? Why no eagles? Why no eagles?
Yeah.
And that's a great point. Like, what can Vietnamese do against that, really, if you don't have a supreme military advantage?
Yeah, maybe some elephants, but then mobility isn't really on your side. And, well, how open HERA is. I think Eagles would be really deadly. NICOV in his nice defensive base. We'll just go back, we'll get the upgrades, and then maybe mass elite skirmishers to survive. And later on, the Eagle switch.
I think Nikov's auto scout camel just ran right through Hera's whole economy. So he's going to know that he's not walled. And he's going to know that raids may pay off once he gets into the castle age.
The camel not completely used at the moment. It's idle there. Could do something later on. Military value at the moment way higher for Mr. HERA. Goes on to so many more archers and now feels his time has come. Botkin arrow flying in. So far no crossbowman. Now it's coming in and NICOV, he needs to run.
Yeah, I'd like to see him somehow secure a wood line. You could see he's chopping the one in the back, but all of these wood options for him can be ranged by the archers from HERA, so he's got to be careful until he gets some extra TCs up.
Even extra TCs, they need to be on the outside kind of to be
Yeah.
super safe, right? Doesn't excite me too much. Goes for a lot of upgrades. Look at that tab.
He's going for the second wood upgrade, crossbow, bodkin, elite skirmisher, town watch. What else can he get here?
Already plays for the score here, and well, he
Micro is
dances
excellent
quite-
from both, though.
Lots of nice dances there, and HERA needs to squeeze through there. Will have some losses. Gets ballistics already.
Yeah, HERA with ballistics is a dangerous thing. It's a very, very dangerous thing. You can see only lost, I think, one crossbow going in through that one tile gap. If that had been me, half my army would be dead right now. Like, if that had been any of us plebs, we would have lost like half our army.
HERA behind this, by the way, taking to elite skirmishers without really having any before that. Interesting that he wants to make that tech switch. Now goes in for another woodline raid. Needs to run, though. That's a fight he cannot take.
Nikov's getting ballistics. Skirmishers, elite skirmishers with ballistics, and the crossbows as well. HERA's got to be very careful. And I love the way Nikov split up his army. He's got to be careful, though, because HERA can micro this down, even with ballistics.
Yeah, if you want to, like, catch him off guard, you kind of want to have the skirmishers at the left-hand side. Crossbowman could be microed back, and oh, nice move there by Nikov, dodging some of the shots.
Nikov is playing very, very clean right now. A very nice micro from both players, but Nikov knowing there that HERA can't stop, so he got those picks for free, basically.
And something very rare to be seen here as well. Nikov, he is 3 villagers behind, but he has wheelbarrow and has the advantage there, both with reasonable wood upgrades and farm upgrades.
HERA's got to be careful not to give up this hill. Right under both his archer ranges, right near the wood line. And HERA's coming back with the crossbows now. He realizes the importance of that. Meanwhile, Nikov is still looking for the crossbows from HERA. He should know now that they targeted the skirmishers, and now he's bringing his army back. And he's making... Okay, I like this. He's making a siege workshop to take this hill.
I just wanted to ask you that, and Nikov is doing it. Don't you think that HERA needs to build one as well?
I think HERA needs one on the hill there. Like, that hill's so important. He's making third TC instead. That's a risk.
Oh, now dives in, more HP for HERA, but more skirmisher numbers for Nikov scares HERA away. Even trade there for now. And mass skirmishers moving forward. Mangonel Micro will be so important.
Mangonel Micro is going to be everything in this.
Oh god, the dodges are so good. So good.
I like how both players are utilizing hills too. It's just very well in this game so far.
Phew. Oh, and look at that. HERA was so hungry to find more kills. Went there with the crossman and instead killed 2 ostriches.
Denial, man. What if he TCs those?
I don't approve with that.
You gotta get rid of all the food options, dude.
Oh, Nikov is going for the big counterattack. He thinks he's safe with the mangonel here. Uh-oh. But he has so little vision. How is that possible?
I think I was wrong about the auto scout. I think it was manually controlling that camel, and he's gonna run right into the skirmishers. Can't go that way, my friend.
Yeah. Time to move back.
Maybe he still wants to go that way, I guess.
Well, still the hill advantage.
He's thinking about flanking with the mangonels.
Oh, could be something.
Hera's never going to get hit by these.
Probably not, if we saw the highlights.
And Hera has a mangonel too. Ooh, Nikov's got to be real careful here.
And Nikov does not know about that. Now the first glimpse. Oh, nice ground attack, actually. Scares that mangonel away. No hit, though.
Both players kind of scared to engage fully with their mangonels.
Yeah.
Nikov is just going to AI army his way over here, selecting all units traveling at the speed of smell. But he's going to run into the skirmishers.
Speed of smell? What?
It's slow, man.
Speed of smell.
Yeah, he just wafted his way over there.
Okay. Mangonel dance now behind this, and, well, still no full connection. The other Mangonel needs to shoot. Oh, God. Trades 1 for 2.
Yeah, that was pretty good for Hera. There's no threat from Nikov now.
Yeah.
Hera can control that hill in the middle, so he's going to try and cut this crossbow army off. Not going to work, but now both players have another mangonel. Nikov actually castling defensively.
Well, didn't really have the map control to do it aggressively. Controls the gold, has the hill advantage there. Important gold spots here at the bottom and some at the left-hand side.
Yeah, I guess that's the only place he can put that castle. It's unfortunate that the gold is kind of not fully protected by that, but I think he should be okay for now.
Yeah, it's like there's no hill around it to threaten the gold.
Ooh,
and
mangonel
you have the
from Nikov?
Ooh, dodge.
Hera, a bunch of those are weak. That's all I'm going to say. But Hera's never going to get hit by that. Curse of the Caster, maybe? No.
No, not this time. Meanwhile, full clear up there. And Hera, now with a nice KD here, surely. Let's take a look. Another mangonel by Nikov. Are they thinking about Imp? Well, looks somewhat reasonable.
Yeah, I mean, Nikov, he's getting close. Hera, also getting close. Hera has a lot of gold in the bank, surprisingly.
Well, he mainly switched to the skirm production, right? Maybe he had the eco. Oh, that crossbow number actually now pretty weakened. Mangonel needs to run. Probably sends a villager over for the repair. Sends a second Mangonel to aid with the defense. And barracks now dropped at the front. This is the eagle switch.
Yep, and this is 100% the right play. Like, Vietnamese are really going to struggle against this. Hera putting a castle in a great spot near that stone, so that's going to secure the front of his base. But I think Hera, what he needs to do is think about how he's going to wall off the rest of it, because eagle raids are going to be really, really tough to stop. Castle on the left, too, from Hera.
Oh. But yeah, as you mentioned before, like castles, that's something that defends against like static attacks, but eagles that just run under it.
El Dorado
and
eagles? Yeah, just right past the arrow fire. You'll be lucky to kill one. I think the right side is pretty secure for him. He could get some quick walls down, but that left side is just so open if Nikov decides to loop around.
Yeah, and Camel actually scouts that area again, sees no walls, but still doesn't scout the castle. Now sees the castle.
Mangonel from Nikov?
No.
Hera, can you just get hit by one shot, dude? Bro.
No. Oh, okay.
Yes!
One down. One down.
Got him.
That's what he will give you.
Yeah, he's Canadian too, so he's just looking out for his boy, you know?
Okay, Hera, still a lot of map control, but I think there needs to be a tech switch as well. He can't stay...
Tech switch into what, exactly?
Well, either elephants or maybe champion line, but he can't stay with ranged unit till the end of the game.
Great attack round there from Hera on Nikov. It doesn't really matter that much, but it's annoying to have an enemy Mangonel on the field. And is there pause for you?
Yes.
Okay.
So let's recap. Where are we? 23 population lead for Mr. Hera at the moment. Same amount of villagers, and, well, army count heavily in favor of Mr. Hera, but that doesn't really matter too much since, well, it all comes down to the strengths of those units.
He's going into Rat and Archers. Okay.
Yeah, but Rat and Archers aren't great, right? What's the damage output? 7 plus 4? Elite Rat, I believe?
It's an interesting choice. I would say Eagles good, Rat and Archers bad. But Hera is better than me, so We'll see if he can pull it off. If he gets a big enough ball, anything can happen.
Do you think he maybe just checked the tech tree if his infantry had all the upgrades? I think that's what just happened. I think he just checked the tech tree.
That's a good point.
Because now,
That
after
is a
the
good
pause,
point.
he did add 5 barracks. I think he just wanted to know, do I get champions? Do I get all defense upgrades?
It's not something you usually look at for Vietnamese. You're usually going archers. You're not going infantry. So I wouldn't blame him for not knowing all the upgrades.
Yeah, well, I would blame him for pausing in an online game.
You're way too judgmental, Millie.
I am. Okay.
Eagles are upgraded now, and this is exactly what I was talking about on the left-hand side. All those farms, HERA's going to have to bring the villagers in. He's got a castle at home now, too, so Nikov can't go too deep in there, but he can still hit that whole back eco.
But villagers evacuated quite nicely in time here. Skirmishers coming over, but they will obviously only tickle those eager warriors. Now some raids at the right-hand side. I think Nikov will make this game hell for HERA.
Yeah, and this goes back to the walling. Like, HERA should have figured out a way to try and secure his base earlier.
Ooh.
Good
Maybe
mango
now he
shot.
gives you the mango shot. No, no. Oh, shoot.
Why'd you shoot the TC?
Some more raids
I
at
don't
the top.
understand.
Yeah, I'm a bit sad as well. Eldorado now on the way. And Nikov is getting all the upgrades in the book. How does it look with extra golds? Left-hand side, some of them, Nikov gets all the control. He kind of put himself in the position that he wanted to be all along.
Yeah, exactly. And HERA can't push out because Nikov's in his base everywhere. So at some point, if HERA stabilizes, then Nikov has to kind of be worried about a big middle push. But if Nikov keeps doing the thing that he's doing here, raiding on all sides, HERA's never going to get that opportunity. And he actually finds these villagers coming out from HERA to the left-hand side too.
Oh yeah, that's so fortunate. We'll probably kill like 2, some more armies going around. The problem is, I think he still didn't scout enough to see the left-hand side gold. That obviously could be a great spot to raid as well.
Mm-hmm. And hopefully he'll go back, for him anyway, he'll go back into the corner of the map there. HERA's hoping he doesn't, and even the longswords just don't have enough numbers. The Eagles have Eldorado upgrade. They're going to win those fights.
Yeah, and like longsword, obviously we need 2 more upgrades on those. And yeah, to really be efficient. When do you think Nikov could think about pushing the center himself?
I think pretty soon here. Does he have any trebs yet? Yeah, he's making a treb right now. He's got plumed archers queued up after that.
Yeah, actually multiple traps in different castles now. Raids through the center again, but so many castles. How many castles do we have? 4 castles here for the defense for HERA.
Is HERA going... Does HERA know he can't win this long term? Is he going for the score lead?
Nah, he won't. Like that's it's not like he has the winning army for this one.
Yeah. He does have the winning score right now, though. And he's got a ball of two-handed swordsman that Nikov can engage with just eagles. So Nikov's going to need to mix something else in there. I think Eagle Plume is good.
Mm-hmm.
It's just whether you can get all the upgrades in time, right?
Well, he did go for the Crossman and Castle Age, so he has all the upgrades before that. So now last upgrade for the Eagle is coming in. Then we have, oh god, 100 HP Eagle Warriors, +4/+4. And, well, Plumes already have +2/+2.
I think that castle's going to go down. I mean, he could just engage against these repairing villagers and take them all for free. And there goes a big portion of the eco for HERA. But losing his eagle army in the back. Wow, Nikov, that is not a fight you wanted to take.
Oh man, yeah, maybe too focused on the front here.
And again, engaging.
I think he's just clicking into the back, hoping that they will do the damage, but still running into the 200 swordman. And, well, Castle now falls at the front. Skirmishes and crossbow plus Ratans are being sent in to clean this one up. Nikov could take this fight. Scores getting closer and closer, Dave.
Yeah, but this is the death ball I was talking about from HERA. If he manages to stabilize, right? Nikov needs all of those plumed archer upgrades in time in order to fight off this number of units.
Well, he has what 140 villagers? For a Mayan player, that feels a bit like an overboom, but should surely give him the option to tag into elite plumes as well behind this. Now he will change his raiding approach and might even send some plumes into the eco.
Well, I'm looking at 140 villagers, but the amount of resources he has in the bank is not that much. He doesn't have many units queued. Like, he doesn't have upgrades on the way. He's getting guilds now. Maybe this isn't sustainable for Nikov. I like how he switched his approach, though. He's going from the left side now.
Yeah, and 4 traps, they will kill a castle so quickly. Oh, look at that, an upgrade that we see so rarely. Hoardings now on the way for HERA.
That's nice. I really, really like that. He just needs to give himself some time. He's got to be very careful about not taking all the pressure off Nikov and sending it back to clear up that army, but at the same time, he needs to stop this push on the left. So it's like, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't from HERA.
Elite Return tag now for HERA. Scores getting so extremely close. We might see the switch any second, and I feel like Nikov could take an engagement at the left-hand side. Champion number, not that scary, only at 10.
Yeah, and with the plumed archers now, with the full attack upgrades, no elite yet, but full range, full attack on those, so they should do pretty well against the champions. I think Nikov can win this. I don't know why he's leaving his trebs out there to die.
That feels so weird. Maybe he misgrouped something. Oh god, that's so painful. 3 traps down, soon 4 here, and that was a lot of losses.
He could have kept all 4 of those alive. HERA's not engaging there if you have your plumes close, if you have your eagles close. HERA loses that castle. He can't engage against that army. And you're in a really, really good position where you can push this TC, push the other castle, but instead, everything went wrong there for Nikov.
I'm a bit surprised as well. We now have all the upgrades, like last defense upgrade missing for Nikov. He gets Thumbring. Maybe he misclicked and wanted to engage the champions, but that was surely costly. And HERA, he's just building another castle and is holding again. HERA is doing a good defense here against what we feel a superior army composition.
I like how Nikov isn't engaging against the champions with his eagles, though. He's using them in the correct way, and now you can see how much work the plumes do against champions. Like, they just eat them. So as soon as HERA gets rid of these skirmishers and the Rattan archers, sorry, Nikov, he should be in a really, really good spot again. But once again, the castle should have already gone down.
Oh, look at the other side. Some raids wanted to come in by Nikov, but he had his waypoints at the top there and just lost so much in, well, against the castle fire here.
Nikov not grabbing the relics either. Surprising.
Okay, now champions dying here finally. The skirms could take the engagement now. If only he had those 4 traps alive. And now disengaging again with the plumes. Do you think rams could be an option for Nikov?
I think just trebs. But obviously that hasn't worked for him before. So we'll see if it can work a second time here. He's got 2 in production.
Okay, now takes the engagement through the center.
Bombard cannon in the middle for HERA, and that's going to go down. That's costly.
And, well, those eagles actually getting out of there. I would have thought they tried to go for the clear up, a bit surprising to me. And Nikov, he will try to regroup. 3 traps should be enough to get that castle down, though, unless we see Bombard cannon pretty quickly.
Rams. Like you said, he's going for the Rams. Now, HERA actually tech switching into Light Cav right now.
Ooh.
Light Cav, Bombard Cannon, Champion, Rattan Archer,
going for everything.
What a
yes.
call.
2k food in the bank and is now getting all the upgrades in the book. Now the big engagement here. Champion numbers not that high. I think that's a fight Nikov can easily win.
Yeah, and I think it would actually help Nikov right now if HERA would come along and kill some of his villagers, because he's got 125 as Mayans. I think he could probably get by it at like 110. Get more military out on the field, but
he's still getting some extra gold, so I don't mind that. Also remember, he has guilds, so can transition that into some gold, but he's floating 3k wood with 70 villagers on wood.
67 villagers on wood for Nikov right now.
Yeah, it feels just so
75
much.
now. Oh my god.
Oh god, sends more. Okay, now he goes very aggressively with the traps, loses 1, eagles are diving in. I think they can take this fight. I think Nikov could clear this up, but he's taking not the best engagement ever.
He's still got the plumes on the left. He's killed the bombard cannon on the right. And now he's losing eagles for free again.
Oh, disengages at the left-hand side where he was actually close against the Rattan archers. Now more rams are moving in. Plume numbers are looking pretty solid. Both players still pop limit. Another castle will fall. Lots of champions joining the party from the left-hand side though.
I think those champions aren't going to do too much against the plumed archers, and I think this might be it here for HERA if he can't clear up all the trebs again.
I think he will clear a lot of those traps, don't you think so? Like, that was 50...
Not again, Nikov!
Yeah, but what could he have done? Like, there was 35 champions. There's no way of ever saving all those traps. Oh god, it's so close, Dave. 16 more minutes till the score will decide the winner of this game.
Take a look at HERA's res here. HERA's running pretty low. He still has units queued up, but they're light cav now. And those won't do too well against plumes and eagles. Not as well as the champions have done.
Okay, still keeps that hill control. Has only one trap. Do we see more traps in production? No, he goes mainly for rams. This is getting really intense. Score virtually identical. Like, they're just tabbing whoever is taking the score lead here.
179 years left?
I don't see it with my overlay, but yeah. We have like the process bar at the bottom here for our capture aids, guys.
Ooh, is HERA gonna take out that Treb from Nikov?
Will
No,
be
I don't
saved.
think so.
It's a bit the calm before the storm here. More light cap trying to get some raids in. We have some nicely positioned defensive castles, and light cap, not the greatest unit to fight under castle fire.
I can't help but feel like this game would already be over if Nikov just saved his Trebs. Like, I know that the second batch of 5, it would have been harder. He probably could have saved like 2 or 3 of those. But the first batch...
Yeah. Then like he could have killed like 2-3 more of the castles, then fewer Rattan archers, and then the plumes are just so much better. Numbers could have been higher, and well, he's still pushing this area. He's absolutely in this game, but he could have been the big lead, yeah.
Villagers for Nikov still at 120, 110 for HERA, so he's got a lot of room for army.
Oh god. And Nikov, he is microing back now. The slightest of score leads here. Maybe continuously snipe the light cap, don't take too many losses, don't take bad fights against the Reddans. That's the most important thing for now.
Does Nikov have any gold income whatsoever? He's got 1 villager on gold.
Doesn't really look like it. He has 2
He's got
relics.
2 relics.
HERA on the other side, the other 3. Siege engineers now. Heavy plow. Okay, they're starting to tech.
Game's kind of slowed down here a little bit.
Yeah?
Do you start thinking about KD to boost your score? Do you start thinking about, you know, researching all those techs to boost your score? What's the play here? Do you go for the kill or do you go for the long game?
I don't know. Be wise about it. it's like I honestly I don't have a good answer for you on this spot. It's like you at the moment it feels like both players don't want to lose. But I don't really see a player that wants to win.
Do you see how many eagles Nikov just pumped out with the last of his gold?
Yeah, I think he sold like 4k wood. He was floating 7k or something. Only at 25. Where are all his villagers? I see.
Did he delete or did he get raided? Because he dropped by 20 there.
He has 6 idle? But, like, I'm not good at math, but 35? Okay. Now we got 15 more on wood again. All good. 76 farmers for HERA behind this. Now taking the 500 score lead. Nikov, does he maybe...
Nikov's getting ready for one final battle here.
Yeah.
He's just going to wait until HERA is out of position. Swoop in with the eagles. Once he kills that Rattan Archer mass, then HERA's going to be in big trouble.
I think he should... I think... Why would you engage with 170 pop? Just wait for 200. Wait till you have like 70 eagles and then make one go with 110 army.
You haven't killed anything from HERA in the last few minutes, so you have to assume that he's at 200.
Yeah. Absolutely right. Now makes a ram go at the left-hand side. Obviously, ram goes are massive because every building just gives you so much score in those situations. We're 500 score apart at the moment.
And 7+2 like have kind of struggled to kill the Rams. 270 HP on those Rams.
Oh, Dave, he makes the go, but this Plumed Archer is
out of
actually
position.
fighting the house there. Okay, now we have the engagement. Eagles are diving in deep. Rams not really attacking at the same time. Not a lot of champions around.
I feel like Rattans are better against Eagles than I remember.
Well, the problem is
Rattan Archers, there's just so many of them.
there's so many Plumes fighting houses this whole time. Oh, this is so brutal. That was a horrible fight for Nikov. I think that's not really what he needed. It was kind of
Score
even.
is still so close too.
Oh god, it's so close, Dave.
Okay, the Rattans are getting quite close to the Eagles here. More Eagles coming in from Nikov too.
Makes
the
sense.
Plumes are actually attacking units now.
Uh-oh, mixing in some skirmishes as well. There's not a lot of champions left. Plumes can maybe even dive in here. Oh, this looks getting bad for HERA. Now 200 score lead here. Dave, only 7 minutes left.
Yep, and pull those Eagles away, Nikov. There you go. HERA trying to get the champions into the fight, but he can't come near that Plumed Archer ball. And now the Rams can get in front of the Plumed Archers, try and soak up that damage from the Rattan Archers. This is a long fight. This is very prolonged, and both players just tossing units into the same position.
Oh, and HERA, he just had 10 champions arriving, but they were instantly tossed away into the Plumed Archer masses.
And now he's surrounded.
Oh, squeezes through there. Needs to get past the stables. He's doing an okay job. Rattan Archer's trying to cut him off, but Plume's too fast.
No units being queued up from Nikov right now. All the units are being queued up by HERA. There we go. There's some Eagles. Nikov just waiting for the gold. And HERA cutting off this Plumed army. Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's so many losses. And that's an army he doesn't get back. I'm a bit surprised how early HERA decided to disengage here. Now Eagles around there again. Not a lot of champions. Lightcav are doing such a good job here.
1K score difference now. I can't help but feel that this is a potential throw from Nikov.
He needed to go for that one beautiful massive
Trying
engagement.
to raid again on the right.
Yeah, but champions waiting for him. They have the timer. 4 minutes, 30 seconds to go now. Score difference in the red numbers here. Beautiful overlay there by the capture edge, boys. Hoardings now being tagged as well. This is the engagement that Nikov wants to take. I don't think so. He thinks so neither and disengages.
Yeah, I don't think he has to take that. I think he's got to start thinking about score now, but he's 1.5k behind.
10 more Eagles in the queue, 7 finished, waits for 3 more and then probably takes his final engagement against that hill, but more champions arriving. Lightcav doing so much, killing some skirmishers. Those are losses Nikov cannot afford at the moment.
This is so impressive from HERA. The pushback onto the superior, arguably the superior army from Nikov. He's going to take one last fight here, I think.
The hill advantage for our Mariam player, 1.5 score deficit, and he is taking this engagement pretty solid. Oh, a lot of Rattans dying at the front.
Yeah, they're just pathing right through the Eagles. They'll get cleared up. That's the strongest unit in HERA's army. The champions, though, doing work against the Eagles once again.
Uh-oh, the score at 200 points difference now. Rattans are really dying.
So close.
Holy moly, and he get the clear up here. That is still the chance for Nikov. 2.5 minutes to go.
And each kill is giving more and more score to Nikov. Is it going to switch here? Is it going to switch? What kind of pressure is that going to put on HERA?
Oh god, this is so intense. You can see the score difference. 280 points. 2 minutes left to go. Nikov, does he want to raid now? I think he wants to take an engagement. He has the better army. Just go for mass amount of Eagles and make sure that seconds before the game ends that your queues are empty and that you finished all your tags.
I think, yeah, HERA just needs to, don't lose any villagers. Send them to the back of your base. Just wait it out. There's only 16 years left on the timer.
Uh-oh. That is bad by Nikov. I think he has the superior eco, or inferior eco, and isn't getting the raids in at the moment. Hera's just trying to buy time. 500
Nikov
points
just
difference.
needs kills at this point.
Some quick walls. Loses another villager. Can he kill every single villager? Can he take the fight against the light cav? Something Hera doesn't want to allow. 300 points different. Dave, hold my hand.
It's so close, dude. It's so close. If I could hold your hand, I would. Oh my god, the villagers are going down now. Nikov just sitting on that hill. Hera wants to take an engagement, but not up the hill. Not against this army.
Yeah, Nikov hopes for a mistake of Hera. I think he needs to
200?
force the fight.
1 year?
Oh, and... No!
313 point difference. 313 points. That's all he needed. That's like 3 kills.
Oh, what a game. What a game. That was so close. What a game.
Well, that's a good way to, start off the series. Both. Oh, Hera's at 198 pop and Nikov only at 154. I can't help but feel like Nikov should have maybe, queued up some skirmishers or something.
No, you don't want to queue up.
No, I mean,
only if
before
they've
the game
finished.
ends.
Yeah, put the resource on the map. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, what a game, man.
Let's do the math. If he puts 6,000 resources on the map, he gets 600 more points. Yeah, sure. He could have won. If he just produced skirmishers for the resources that he has, he would have won the game.
Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't talking about skirmishers versus that army, guys. Don't worry about it.
Oh, God. Wow. That felt good and bad at the same time. What an amazing game. Someone in the chat said, I just ordered 100 Red Bulls on Amazon. Oh, lovely. Oh, boy. Okay, now I'm not finished talking about this game. What do you think? What is the mindset of Nikov now? How will he feel?
Go into your home map, execute your strategy, and just play your best. I think that's the mindset you need to have. What his mindset's going to be, I know Nikov in the past has had, I won't say issues, but I know he's very emotionally invested in the game. Say that. So when things go wrong, they tend to spiral out of control. I know he's worked on that a lot. And hopefully we can see in the next game he pulls out a very, very good performance and gets another win on the board.
Okay, let's take a look at how the score was created, because it was so close and so important. So Nikov got 1.5k more due to our skills, 1.6k less due to the economy. Hera got some more tax, and Hera built one more castle, equaling 130 more points as well. Can break that down, as you can see, KD and some more kills for Nikov. That was his lead. The poor, or like the incredible economy for Hera gave him the lead there, 23k food extra. We had some more tax for Hera, giving him the lead there. And as I said, one more castle, giving him 130 more points. Anything I missed, Dave?
I don't think so, no.
Let's take a look at the upcoming maps and civilizations. Oh god, that was a good game.
So what do you think Nikov's going to pick here? Do they have to go in order? Is it Kawasan first? Okay, so he could pick either one.
He can choose.